The Five Points area is a residential neighborhood in Athens, Georgia, centered on the intersection of South Millage Avenue, South Lumpkin Street, and Miller Circle. The neighborhood occupies the southwest edge of the University of Georgia campus and is known for its historical residences, eclectic local businesses, and mix of students and older residents. The Five Points community is also home to Clark County's David C. Barrow Elementary School, which educates around 500 local students during each school year.
5 Points is home to many types of restaurants for visitors and local residents of Athens to enjoy. We got to interview the general manager of a new, healthy Mexican restaurant called Yobo Cantina in 5 Points.
Yeah, so we're focusing on all of the neighborhoods right around the area and then also the students who are right down the street. So
Cool.
trying to have it be like 50-50 sort of thing.
All right, I think I'll come in here now.
Please do. It's
cool
really
environment.
good, I promise.
Yeah. Have you always been in the restaurant business?
I guess. Are you asking me personally?
Yeah.
I got a job at Humides actually washing dishes, and then just kind of moved all the way up from there until I was assistant manager, and then all of a sudden the assistant manager quit, so then all of a sudden I was a general manager.
That's the way to go.
Yeah. It was completely accidental, but it's been alright so far. Yeah, so far.
Do you have any other questions?
What kind of, I think you kind of touched on this, but what kind of people do you like on an everyday kind of see come in here, like families or students?
A lot of times it's just like, for lunch during the weekdays, it's people, trying to find some place to go for lunch during work. And at night we try and go for, the families or the parents are going to come in and have maybe a drink or two with their meal, and their kids are going to run around with their heads cut off.
Right. So have you noticed 5 Points is kind of like family-oriented area?
It's pretty family-oriented because of all the neighborhoods right around it. But there are also a lot of students that live in these neighborhoods, and it helps a lot that it's within walking distance because we actually get a lot of walking traffic.
I've lived on both sides.
Nice. I live right over there.
Like if you're hungry, you just walk over.
Yep.
Do you find it competitive with being like next to Smoothie King and Year 5? But you guys are all different.
Yeah, we're all different, and it doesn't really affect our sales much. I've actually talked to the Year 5 guy, and he says that he hadn't even seen it.
If you want Year 5, you're gonna go.
Yeah. You don't leave home thinking, well, Mexican or pizza. It's going to be one or the other. So.
Yeah, you should have
Oh, sounds awesome.
Earth Fare is an organic food supermarket on South Lumpkin Street that sells healthy food in an inviting environment to a variety of customers. We talked to an employee about his experiences at the store. So what drew you to work here?
The food and the environment. I actually kind of moved to Athens for things like this. Where I'm from, they don't really have many health-oriented stores or like communities, like yoga communities type thing.
Yeah.
So what kind of people do you notice that like shop here? Is it like families or like college students?
A little bit of both. I'd say it's a little bit more of families and more single. The college kids, of course, there's the flux in between the summer, but compared to last year, I don't see as many college kids. I don't know if that's just kind of the flow of the years.
Do you think the like higher prices of more like organic food or like less processed food, do you think that might have an effect on the college budget?
Absolutely. I mean, college kids are typically always, strapped for cash. So affording expensive items, even if it is food, can be kind of a stretch. So I think there's a balance of getting some things here and not everything.
Do you live around the area?
Yeah, actually I live right off Lumpkin, yeah, that way. Like right before Macon Highway.
Okay. So do you drive to work?
typically in the summer I was biking a lot, but I kind of drive most of the time.
The 5 Points area has a diverse selection of businesses ranging from coffee shops to drugstores, fitness stores, and hair salons. We interviewed 2 trainers at a gym called Fitness at 5 about their outlook on today's healthy living in Athens.
I mean, I think 5 Points is it's getting healthier and people are getting more interested in doing stuff like Athens have. There's a ton of people that run the races, Chick-fil-A, the Try to Beat Cancer, tons of 5Ks, so people are getting more interested in doing healthy stuff. And so with our location, 5 Points being right here, Athens Running Company right next door, there's other
yoga studio.
Earth Fair's really healthy food and stuff like that. So yeah, the area I think is already healthy and getting healthier.
So do a lot of people who come in use the fitness center, are they college students more or families?
We have a mixture. Anywhere from age 16 up to, I think our oldest member is 85. So yeah, we have a broad range. I mean, most of I think maybe mid-range age would be like between 35 and 39. But yeah, so we don't have a lot of UGA students because they have Ramsey.
Yeah,
right.
Given the location, some students don't want to use Ramsey, so we get some of that. Up and down Millage, you got a lot of local professionals and business people and things like that, and then you have the groups that the neighborhood people that have been here for a while and that sort of thing. So it kind of pulls from all 3 of those.
So you kind of notice a lot of
members, I would say, come within a 3-mile radius.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of people walk here.
Yeah, they ride their bikes up here. Sometimes they run up here as a warm up to do their weight training and then run back home.
Yeah, it's like we've noticed this very cute little area. It's kind of different than anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's kind of a city within a city.
Yeah, people that live in 5 Points don't ever really go outside of 5 Points.
Yeah, they don't need to.
No, because there's a lot of options.
What kind of people normally come in here? Like families, like kids, students?
Very nice people. Very nice people, just like you guys. Very social people that like to talk, and people that are in a very good mood because the store is very friendly, and as you can tell when you've got the front door open, it's a very accommodating. I mean, 5 Points. 5 Points is getting. Thank God it's getting a younger feel about it because about 10 years ago it was getting the reputation of only retirees and old people. I mean, it's always had the mixture of having rentals and college students, but there was this divide. Like it seems to me like it was the college students renting and then the old people like retiring, and there was this
Huge divide.
gap. But now that we've got Earth Fair and the bakery and the nice restaurants that are sort of settling in, and we're gonna have the chocolate shop here, and Suska
have to come back for that.
I'm sorry that Suska left because she was a great asset for bringing, the middle-aged, the young 30-ish people here to 5 Points, which
I feel like we get a good mix, honestly. We have the people who live in 5 Points, and everybody who comes in here is really great. They all kind of have an idea of what they want.
Right.
But I mean, we're so close to the fraternities and sororities that they walk over here a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like we get a good mix.
Yeah, I'd say foot traffic wise, a lot of the sorority fraternities come in here a lot, and then a lot of people from the local area do. Like a lot of our routine customers, older customers, that they live in the immediate area, and then we do get some people who are just visiting, especially during the game seasons.
Yeah. Right.
So.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I would away forever, exalted in the sea. As long as I am with you, my heart continues to be. with every step we take. Kyoto to the bay, stroll